Hi guys, it's that time again of the week where we get to discuss what we anticipate the market to do in the upcoming week. So today it's basically a continuation of last week's outlook, where I'm going to highlight how the price action from last week went on and what is it that we should anticipate the market to do in the coming week. So we're mainly going to look at dollar index as usual. That's our benchmark. And then we're going to look at also EURUSD, pound, and the Japanese yen. So with that said, last week was a bit of an interesting trading week. We saw dollar trading from the 93.450 all the way down to 91.90, and as you can see from the price action, or from what we talked about last week, we were anticipating this weakness to come into the dollar. There was no way dollar was just gonna keep rallying all the way to the upside without any reversals or retracements, repricing the trend. So now, looking ahead into the coming week, long term wise, I'm still bullish on dollar, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to get down close days or down close weeks. But long term wise, we are still heading for 94.80. That's where I'm expecting dollar to trade to in the long run. But now, looking at last week, the dollar was weak. We traded to the downside into discount. As you can see, we've got the low that was formed 14th March, the week of 14th March, and the high of the week of 28th March. That defines our swing point. We had a down close week here. This week traded into this bearish order block. Price found resistance and traded lower. Then we had displacement. Price moved massively to the upside, closing above the bearish order block. That's our swing point. With that, we place our fibs to determine where we anticipate to get into the market for another leg push to the upside. And you can see right now, price is in discount. Price is in a range where we can literally say it's cheaper to buy dollar index, right? But now, when we go to a daily time frame, let me just highlight this quickly. On the daily time frame, you can see we had this fair value gap, which I highlighted last week, and I was expecting price to close that fair value gap. Only then we were anticipating price to find support in this discount area here, this bullish order block, and that's exactly what happened. So now, in the coming week, I'm expecting price to find support in this range for a push to the upside. You see this liquidity void here for a push to the upside, taking out the buy stops above these two equal highs here. So I'm expecting dollar to trade higher. If it's a case that we trade lower, the only time I'm gonna shift my sentiment to bearish on dollar for short term is when we break below 91.285. That's when I'm going to shift my sentiment to the downside, because if we break below and close below 91.285, then chances are high dollar is heading back to 90.20. The chances will be very high. But in the coming week, I'll be hunting for long trades on dollar index from this discount range with stops below 91.285. So when we go to a lower time frame, you can see price is trading in discount. Look at the rejection. Look at the reaction that happened when price traded below the 62% level. Look at the reaction. Old high. Price traded through. There was a turtle soup here. stop hand to the downside, traded through, we came back again to the same price point. So Monday's trading range is going to be critical to how we are going to approach the following week, right? So expect price to find support in this range, to push to the upside, 92.80 as your first target, with your long-term target around 93.45. So we are bullish on dollar index. In the coming week, we'll be anticipating price to push to the upside, as long as we are trading above the law of March, right? As long as the law of March has not been traded through, has not been violated. You can see here price is respecting the laws and breaking the highs, going to the upside. That's a sign of a bullish momentum. So as long as we haven't broken below March's law, we'll still be bullish on dollar index. I hope that's clear enough. Now looking at EURUSD, it's the opposite now. EURUSD traded into this bearish order block, found resistance, traded into this premium array, and price found resistance. It couldn't trade higher and bounced to the downside. We filled this fair value gap here between this line and this line. We filled it here on Tuesday. Price traded into the premium array. Price traded into the premium array, found resistance, with dollar finding support in a discount array on a daily time frame. You can see how they are totally the opposite. So EURUSD, I'll be looking for short trades because price right now is in premium range. You can see we are trading above equilibrium, just above optimum trade entry. So expect EURUSD to find resistance in this premium array and trade lower. So if you go to a lower time frame, you can clearly see the rejection that's happened. See this price action here, where price trading through optimum trade entry, rallied away, came back, but closed below and traded lower. That's crucial. That's liquidity engineering. The buy stops above have been taken out, and remember, this is a daily bearish order block. With that daily bearish order block, price came in, found resistance. Price is finding resistance on a premium array. So expect EURUSD to trade lower. As long as price is trading in this range here, price is in premium range. So we expect price to find resistance and trade to the downside. Now with EURUSD, as long as we are trading below 1.1988, as long as we are trading below, shorts are ideal. The moment we break above and close, then we could have a short-term bullish move all the way to 122, long-term to 123. We need price to stay below 1.1988 for us to be hunting for short trades. But if it's a case that we break above, then we can be looking at price trading to 122.44, 122.45 as your short-term bullish target. Long-term wise, I'm bearish on the euro. Long-term wise, I'm bearish on euro, mainly because vaccination program in the euro is haphazardly. They're not progressing that well, and that's going to put pressure on the euro. You're going to see more countries putting more restrictions, and it will only damage the euro as a whole. So long-term wise, I'm bearish on euro US dollar. Coming to USDJPY, I'll be looking for long opportunities here from the 109.200 price point. Right now price is in discount. Price is in discount on USDJPY, so expect the 109.200 to provide support. You can see we had a fair value gap there, If you extend those lines, it will still be a valid array to consider when price comes back. You can see these are old highs. When price comes back there, expect price to find support and push to the upside. 110.900 as the target. Finally, not finally as such, and then GBPUSD. GBPUSD, I'll be looking for price to trade lower to the downside. Since I'm bullish on dollar, I'll be expecting pound to find I'll be expecting the pound to trade lower. From which range? From this bearish order block here. 1.378 will be an ideal range for you to trade to the downside. So shorts are ideal on pound, and try to consider every up close candle. Right now, the last up close candle that we have is this one. This is now our bearish order block. This is where price impulsively moved to the downside. So expect price to trade into this range, right? When that happens, you are hunting for short trades to the downside. So hunting for shorts on GBPUSD is the target in the coming week from premium arrays on lower time frames. This up close candle here will provide resistance and price will push to the downside. Then we also have Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, I'll be looking to short the market. Short the market when price trades to 0.76621, and also if we break and close above 0.76221, then this daily bearish order block 0.7728 is going to provide resistance, and we'll be taking shots from that price point. Then finally we've got AUDCAD. Now this one, guys, I did send an assignment in the group. If you're in the mentorship group, you already know what I'm talking about. I did send an assignment, I think it was on Monday. I wanted everyone to participate in this one, but only a few did. But be that as it may, when we are looking at AUDCAD, the main emphasis which I wanted to point out, right? Long term, we are bullish on dollar, right? Now, coming back to the topic that we covered 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, institutional pairing in dollar strength or dollar weakness. Now, in this case, it's dollar strength. When dollar is bullish, you look for a pair that has got lower rates, a country that has got lower interest rates, and a country that has got higher interest rates. Now, this is on majors, guys. Don't apply this concept on exotic pairs, only on major currencies. Now, in this case, we've got AUDCAD, right? Australia Central Bank, they've got their rate set at 0.10%, if I'm not mistaken. Then we've got CAD, Central Bank of Canada, they've got their rate set at 0.25%. That is, if I'm not mistaken. You can check on investing.com, guys, on the central banks section to confirm. So, meaning we'll be selling AUDCAD in the hope that CAD, which has got higher rates, it's going to appreciate in price. And that's exactly what happened. We had price trading into a premium array. See, we had price trading into a premium array, clearing the buy stops above and traded lower. This was a very good trade that I took last week, coming out with a couple of pips there, almost like 80-90 pips. So as long as we have those two central banks not changing their rates, one, and we have dollar bullish, then shorts are ideal on AUDCAD. Now I'm going to leave the breakdown in market structure to you guys in the group. Define your premium arrays where you're going to sell the market to. Already I've got one array defined for you here. We've got a bearish order block. We had a fair value gap, but price has been playing on in that fair value gap, finding resistance. And you see, we've got a liquidity void here. This down candle, massive impulsive move to the downside. that provided a liquidity void. This candle's low, this candle's high, there was a fair value gap there, and price keep finding resistance every time it trades into the fair value gap. You see, these things, they line up eventually. So expect price to trade lower or find resistance in this premium area here. This range marked with a magenta color is going to be the most ideal area where you have to short, but also this down close candle is going to provide a good shorting opportunity. So shorts on AUDCAD are advisable in the coming week or weeks, but just keep an eye on those two central banks and the buyers on dollar index. So yeah, that is pretty much about it for today. And if you are still new to this channel, I urge you to subscribe and make sure the notification icon is selected so that you always get a notification when I upload straight to your inbox. And if you haven't joined the mentorship, unfortunately you are only going to see this video Wednesday morning or afternoon. But if you're in the mentorship group, you are going to receive a link to this video Sunday evening so that you prepare for the upcoming week. So yeah, with that guys, I wish you good luck and happy trading. Thank you.